Hi, this is Mr. Brumund-Smith here to show you guys how to do a tier list. This is for a fruit smoothie, the best ingredients to use for your fruit smoothie. Now, I should note that my fruit smoothies always come with a base of non-fat yogurt, which is mostly protein like Greek yogurt and ice. And then I put in my fruit and I make a wonderful smoothie. As I'm ranking these, I'm doing an alphabetical order. I'm obviously considering taste, the texture of them as well, the price of them, how easy or hard they are to prepare, and obviously their nutritional quality as well to try to make the ultimate smoothie. Starting down here, the first thing that we have are apples, depending on what apples that you use, and they're going to go in a B tier. Apples are good to have in a smoothie. They're relatively easy to prepare. Get a knife, you cut them up a little bit. You can do apple sauce as well if you have that on hand. However, when you do applesauce, you lose about half the fiber and a lot of the nutrients. So it's good to cut up your apples to put them in a smoothie. They're a pretty solid B tier. Bananas. I love bananas as an individual item. Have a banana, it's great. However, in every other instance, is usually not very good. They are an F tier. Don't put bananas in smoothies. You do whatever you want, but for me, if a banana's in a smoothie, it ruins the whole smoothie. So that's an F tier. All right. Next, we have blueberries. We have blackberries next. Okay. I'm really good at the alphabet. And the blackberries here are going to go into an A tier. Blackberries would maybe be an S tier if they were a little bit cheaper. However, they're relatively expensive. They have a wonderful color to them. They're very nutritious. They taste great. They're easy to put in there. A tier for blackberries. Blueberries are next. We have our first S tier at the absolute top, super tier. Blueberries are absolutely fantastic. They're very, 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 very good for you. They're so easy to put in there. Nutrition is outstanding, and they give a wonderful color to your smoothie. Yes, I care about the color, believe it or not. So solid, solid S tier. Blueberries, got to have blueberries in your fruit smoothie. Next up, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is kind of a take it or leave it. I'm going to put that in a C tier. It's okay to have cantaloupe in there. It's relatively, if you get it that's already cut up, it's going to cost a little bit more, but it's going to be easy to just chuck it in there. Otherwise, preparing the cantaloupe is a little bit tedious. It doesn't add to the flavor profile that much. It obviously has some good nutrition in it, but it's kind of a take it or leave it one for me. I'm going to put it in a C tier. Next, we have grapes. Again, it doesn't really matter what type of grapes. They all taste great. They're all really good. The nutrition is more or less the same. I'm going to put them in B tier. Same deal with apples. They're very good. Most of the smoothies I make are going to have some sort of grapes in them. They're easy to just pop out after you've washed them and put them right in there. They make the smoothie texture a lot better. They can add some color depending on what type you put in there. Grapes are nice and good. It's good to have grapes in there. Honeydew is next. Honeydew is, again, it's going to go in the C tier. The melons I just have right now in C tier. It's a take it or leave it. I don't think it really helps the flavor all that much. I do like a variety of flavors. When I make a smoothie, I don't like just to have 2 ingredients. I think the minimum I ever make when I have a smoothie is like 4. It gives it a nice complicated flavor, which I enjoy. It also, the more fruit you put in, the more complex the nutrition, the nutrients that you're getting in there as well. So I like a whole bunch. Honeydew, I don't really use it unless we already have it and I'm just trying to, mix it up a little bit. I could take it or leave it with the honeydew. Next, we have mango. Mango, that's, again, it's going to go into the A tier. It might be in S tier if it was a little bit easier to prepare. If you get the chunks, the price goes up a little bit, but if you buy an actual mango, it's a little bit complicated to get the actual fruit out of it to put in. Otherwise, it might be an S tier, but mango tastes delicious. If I have mango every single time I have it, I'm going to throw that in the smoothie. Oranges are next. I love oranges. Oranges are fantastic. They're my favorite fruits to just get, peel, cut them up as orange slices, even better. I love orange juice. I love everything orange flavored. However, in a smoothie, the orange flavor kind of overpowers the rest of the flavors. And even though it has some amazing fiber and some good stuff in there, I'm going to put it down as D tier. It doesn't totally ruin the smoothie like a banana does, but it overpowers the taste of everything else. When I make smoothies, I don't use oranges because of that. All right. Peaches are what we have next. And I'm deciding between B and C. I'm going to put them in B. I like the taste of the peaches a lot better. Again, if you buy peach chunks, are relatively simple. You can get them in a can. They're really not that expensive. That's usually how I do it when I have peaches in there. They taste great. They got some good nutrition. They're not good enough of a taste to get up there in S&A, but if I have peaches on hand, I'll throw them in my smoothie. Pears are next, and it's kind of the same deal. I'm putting them in a B tier. I do like those a little bit more than peaches. And again, if you get the pear chunks that you get in a can or something like that, that's usually how I would do it. If I have an actual pear, yes, I'll cut it up, put it in there. It makes it a little bit more tedious to put in there. But just like with apples, that skin has a lot of the fiber in it. Pears, good. If I have them, I'll throw them in there. Next, we have pineapple, and that's going to go straight up to S tier for a lot of reasons. Pineapple is going to make your smoothie, if it doesn't have enough water in it, pineapple obviously has a lot of water. That's going to help the consistency of the smoothie a little bit, and it's got an absolutely magnificent taste. Now, I understand if you get an actual pineapple and cut it up, it's going to be really difficult to get it in there, but buying pineapple in a can is so cheap. And it has basically the same nutritional content because you're not going to eat the husk of a pineapple. So that is a solid S tier. There's no way I'm leaving pineapple out of a smoothie if I'm making it. It's absolutely fantastic. Raspberries are next. And just like blackberries, they would be an S tier if they weren't so expensive. They're pretty expensive. If you get them on sale, that's pretty much the only time I buy them is if there's a pretty big discount for them. Their taste so good. They got a wonderful color. They're so easy. Get them, put them right in there. If they would be S tier if they weren't so expensive, that does come into play. Nutrition of them is obviously great. Strawberries are next. Strawberries are going to go in A tier. Again, if I have them ready, I'm going to put strawberries in there. Strawberries, again, they're a little bit expensive. Again, you can find them on sale. The problem I have with strawberries is they go bad so quickly. I know bananas get a bad rap for going bad quickly, but they last way more than strawberries. Strawberries go bad so fast. You got to have them pretty much right away. And they're relatively easy to, chop up and get in there. And if you buy them frozen, that's actually probably a better way to do it. But strawberries, they taste so good. They're an A tier. Last one that we have on here is watermelon. And once again, you guys know what I'm going to say with this, the way I preface it. I love watermelon. I love eating it. If we got some watermelon slices, I'm all over it. But in a smoothie, a watermelon really overpowers the flavor of all the other fruit, so it's going to go in D tier. It's okay to have a little bit of it in there every once in a while if you just need a little extra in there. I personally don't like watermelon in my smoothie. It overpowers the other flavors, so it's going to go down there in D tier. So there you go. That's my tier list for smoothies. My ultimate smoothie is going to have at least 4 fruits in it. And if I have a smoothie with everything there in S tier and A tier, I'm an extraordinarily happy man. That smoothie is going to be great, and it's going to be wonderful for me. It's going to give me all the vitamins, all the minerals, and all the fiber that goes along with everything else that's great for it. Love smoothies. And that's what it was.